Yes, good day, class. And term 3 work revision have started. We are looking at mathematical literacy paper 2. This is now September, and we are working on September 2025 paper from Free State. As you can see, this is a Free State 2025 paper. Please just note that this actually gives you, or this paper is actually guiding you towards revision, ensuring that you cover all the areas or cover all the necessary concepts that you might need to understand before writing final preparatory exams. And for your own information, in grade 12, you need to know that the best that you do in September exams, the better you can also be ready for your final exams. So please, this is a scope, and this is a guide also. So for best access, it is always good for you to join membership by clicking join, and then you become member. You are subscribed, and you are also posted, and you also have direct customized services for us from grade for until uh you write your final examinations in November, December. So let's do it now. Also, don't leave your brothers and sisters stranded. Tell them that Metric Hub covers grade 8 to 12, all the various important subjects. We are here to support them, and we are here to support you. So without wasting any time, this is the paper. As always, instructions are always very necessary for every learner to start with before you write anything. Read and understand, as well as apply instructions as they are supposed to be done. We have got question number 1, which actually has got a list of explanations or definitions of concepts that are used in mathematical literacy. So we actually have we use the information above to write down the letter of the explanation or definition of each of the following concepts. So first question number 1, it says two-dimensional plan. Two-dimensional plan. What is two-dimensional plan? So if you can see a two-dimensional plan, it's a plan that shows the length and width of an object. Length and width are 2 dimensions, so it's a two-dimensional plan, which we say that it is C, plan that shows the length and width of an object. It is C. And then capacity. Capacity actually is the maximum amount that a container can hold. The capacity, when we look at capacity, is amount, maximum, the full amount of a substance that is a container can hold, which also defines that the answer is what? Our answer is H. Capacity is H. And then next question is kilogram. When we look at kilogram, it's actually the base unit of mass in the metric system is equals to 1000 grams. A kilogram has got 1000 grams. 1 kg is equivalent to 1000 grams, which is also G. Base unit of mass, the basic unit of mass in the metric system, which of course is equals to 1000 grams. And then mass, we can define it as the amount of matter or material in an object. Amount of matter or material in an object is mass, which is of course D. Amount of matter or material in an object is mass, which is D. D is amount of matter or material in an object. And then distance. Distance, we talk about distance, it is distance, the length of space between two places or points. Space, length of space between 2 points or places is distance, which is E. Length of space or we are saying the length of space between 2 points is distance, which is E. So as you can see, that is, or those are the answers that you need to understand there. And then we now have to look at this one. The campus key is one of the accommodations used by some students who study at the University of who study at the University of Free State. U of C. Annex A in the answer book shows the plan of two types of rooms found at this accommodation. Types of rooms that are found at this accommodation. So we need to look at this and look and find out what is this type of we have to look at Annex A, and then the first question is saying explain what 22 square meters written next to type CD means. So we go to our Annex A. What is the meaning? We are saying there it is our annexure, which is accommodation. You see study table that is given there. We are given chair. We are given all those microwave, kitchen cupboards. And then what is the meaning of 22 square meters? What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of 22 square meters there? So the 22 square meters is actually the area of the room. It actually means that these rooms are 22 square meters in size. Is the size or the area of the room. The 22 square meters defines this, the area of the room. They define the area of the room. 22 square meters. What does it mean? It means the area of the room is 22 square meters. It means the area of the room is 22 square meters. 22 square meters is the area of the room, and write down the probability as a percentage of getting a bathtub in one of the bathrooms. So we need to look in the bathrooms and then identify if there is a bathtub in either of the bathrooms. So we say that probability, I want you to understand always that probability is equals to chance factor over total possible outcomes. Total possible over total possible outcomes. And then this is said as a percentage, then it means, this means therefore to say as a percentage, it means we are multiplying by percentage means out of 100, multiply by 100. So we are supposed to identify these and then find out if there are any taps in the bathrooms. We look at this and then find the bathrooms. We are saying in this we need to identify that do we have any bathtubs. So in terms of our plan, we are given the key there where we have got this. It means a shower, we have got a toilet, a basin, and a door. So if we look in our bathrooms, we want to see if there is any which has got a bathtub. You identify that there is a bathroom, but there is none bathtub there. We also have, you see, these are our bathtubs that are there, but then we have got nothing. We don't have any bathtubs there. So that means to say it is 0 That is to say that this is equals to 0%. Which we can say that in this case, our answer here is equals to 0% because we don't have n. That is 0% because we don't have n. And then name the type of plan shown in Annexure A. The type of plan that we are seeing in Annexure A, what type of plan is this in Annexure A? This is called, as you can see here, this is called a floor plan. This is Annexure A. What it shows here, it's a floor plan class. I'm saying it shows the floor plan as to say what is where and where is what. So what we are seeing here is that we have got the allocation of activity areas across the space that is available. So what we can see here, this defines a floor plan. This is a floor plan. As you can see, it is called a floor plan. It's a floor plan. This is called a floor plan class. And then Jason's room is number 25 on the third floor. Jason's room is number 25 on the third floor. Write down the number appearing on it. We are saying I write down the number. It is Jason's room is number 25 on the third floor. It is number 25. Write down the number appearing on his front door. So this, remember we talked about this before, that the first digit represents the floor, and then the number is also now to say which room is it. So that is going to be written as 325, where the first digit represents 3 is representing the floor, and then the other two numbers are representing the room number. So the room number, as you can see, that we are saying this is equals to the room. This is the room number, and then the first number, this one, it identifies the floor. The floor, which is also marked by, which is marked by what? By the first digit, which therefore is equals to 325. 325. And then write down one difference between the two rooms shown in annexure. Write down one difference between the two rooms shown in annexure A. The difference is in two rooms that are shown in annexure A. We are saying the difference between two rooms that are shown in annexure A. What are the differences between the two rooms that are shown in annexure A? So if we look at them, we are saying we have got this annexure A, which is showing to see that we have got this room which stretches all the way this side, and we also have the other room which is stretching all the way down this side. So as you can see here, we are saying we have got a study table, a chair, a study table, we have got a microwave there. Microwave is also there. Microwave is there. Cupboards, they are also there in both rooms. And then what we can see is that these rooms, we identify kitchen cupboards. We have them kitchen cupboards. They are also there in both rooms. And then we are given that this side, it is a single. It's a single, and this one it's a sharing. So what you can see here is that as you can see again, what we are saying is if you look at these, all other things are the same. They've got equally other things, but the difference now is that as you can see, the one has got a double bed and the other has one has got two single beds, double bed and two single beds. You can see if you look at this can also be shown through we are saying a double bed and a single bed. We are having a double there and we have got a single on the other side. So what we are saying is that one room has got a double bed and the other one has got a single bed. We are only just comparing by merely looking at the pictures. One room has got a double bed and the other one has got a single bed. One of the rooms is a double bed and the other one is a single bed. One has got a double bed and the other has a single. That's the difference that we can see there. And then our next question, it's a map that is given here. We are given a map which shows the location of Campus Creek student accommodation in the university and the University of Free State, Yovs University that is shown here. So we have got Protea Bloom that is shown, University of Free State, and then we have got Marcel Sprott Conference Business School, Yovs, and all these are given here. ICT services. So now N8, what we need to look here is that we go to the questions that are asked here. We go to our questions. That we need to answer in this case. So now, let's go to the questions. He's saying, the first question is saying, convert the walking distance from the student accommodation. Convert the walking distance from student accommodation to university into meters. The distance from student accommodation to university into meters. So the distance which is there is just for you walking distance. Which we need to look here is that walking distance to UFC. We have to look for it to say where is the walking distance on our walking distance, which is given as to say that is 0.2 kilometers. Walking distance is given as 0.2 kilometers. That is our walking distance. So the question is saying, convert it into, we need to convert it to meters. So we need to understand the relationship between kilometers and meters. So what we need to do is that 1 kilometer 1 kilometer is equals to 1,000 meters. So in order for us to convert this, which is equals to say 2 times 1,000, which is gonna give us 2,000 meters. Here you are asked to understand the relationship between units. What is the relationship between units? So this is actually given that it is actually, as I said, is 2 kilometers to meters, 2 kilometers that we are converting to meters, which is equals to 2 times 1,000, which is equals to 2,000 meters. The way I have shown you on the map there. And then state whether the statement below is true or false. The road passing by the university through point B is a national road. The road passing by university through point B is a national road. We need to look through point B. The road passing by the university through point B is a national road. Point B, which we say that this is given that point B, university, our point B is this one. So as you can see, it's N8, which actually shows that it is a national road. N8 that I've marked before there, university through point B, this is a national road, hence it is true. It is true. It is true that it's a national road. And then it is given that Mofi's last class ended on at 7:25 in the evening. He walked back to the student accommodation and arrived at 7:45. Write down the arrival time in 24-hour notation. The arrival time in 24-hour notation, this will be just to say that in terms of 07, so it means to be 19, so which is equals to, this is equals to say, it should be 1949. 1949. And then we are given that calculate how many minutes a person will take to walk from campus to the university. Calculate how many more minutes a person will take to walk from campus to the university than someone who drives. If someone drives, we are saying how much time a person will take more than somebody who is driving. So driving is given that it is 7 minutes. Driving is given that this is driving. Driving is given that it is 7 minutes, and then walking is 24 minutes. This is the walking time that we have shown already. Walking time, or walking time. So what we are saying is driving time minus walking time. I mean, we are saying our walking time minus driving time. That would give us the difference, is the difference between the times. Here we need the difference between the times. Difference between the times, which is equals to walking time minus driving time, which is equals to 24 minutes in walking minus 7 minutes in driving. which obviously will give us 17 minutes. This gives us 17 minutes. So the question wants you just to calculate the difference between the times, then you are able to calculate or to find that is the difference between walking and driving in terms of arriving to campus. We are given that Pauline and the family planned a trip to Leidenrust guest farm near Lichtenberg. They will travel from Johannesburg to meet other family members at Machodorp, and from there they will continue to their destination. Annexure B also shows the route they will take to the guest farm. So we use the annexure to answer the question. So the question is saying, first one is saying, write down the number of provinces that they can pass, that can be seen on the map. Number of provinces that can be seen on the map. We need to look at that. The number of provinces that can be seen on the map. We are going to check Annexure B. Annexure B. So what is happening is that we are saying number of provinces that can be seen on the map. We have got how many provinces can we see? We are saying they are going to come from Johannesburg, and then they are going to go to they are supposed to arrive to their destination, which is how many provinces are we seeing on the map? We have got Mpumalanga, and of course Gauteng or Gauteng, Pretoria. So it's two of them. We have got Mpumalanga province, and of course we also have our Johannesburg. So what is happening is there are two provinces that are there. There are two provinces. Two provinces. And then other family members will travel from the first town. Other family members will travel from the first town situated in the northeasterly direction from Machondorp along N4. Write down the name of this town. What happens is they will be traveling from the first town situated in the northeasterly direction from Machondorp right along N4. Write down the name of this town. So we also go on our map, and then we say northeasterly direction, which one? From Machondorp. So as you can see, we are saying they are going to say northeastern direction from northeastern direction from Machondorp along N4. So we are here at Machondorp. This is it, which we can give to say that here we have got our north, we have our east, we have our south, we have our west, but we are saying northeastern direction, northeast, as you can see, it gives us the town which is Nelspruit. Northeast direction, it gives us that one, which is Nelspruit. So what you need to understand is that you put your compass points on the point where they are, and then you need to identify the direction from there. You need to know that north is by your head, and then east is your right, west your left, and then south obviously by your feet, and then you identify those directions. The distance from Machintoff to the T junction next to Babi is 28 kilometers. The family will take the R32 from T junction to the farms 10 off. Calculate the distance from Machintoff to the guest farm. So what we are saying is that these people, what is happening is we are saying that the distance from Machintoff to the T junction next to Babi is 28 kilometers. And then we are saying the family will take the R36 from T junction to the farms 10 off, calculating the distance from Machintoff to the guest farm. So what we are saying is that we are just adding the total distance, which is according to the movement that they are going to take. So we are saying Machintoff, and then there is they actually go through they take the T junction, and then we need to see how much distance is that gonna be. It's a matter of checking the total distance which they are going to take. So what is happening is that these are the distances that are there to say that we say it's 28 kilometers, and then they take Babi, and then Babi, we are saying there is 18 kilometers, which of course is given there to say there is an 18 kilometers there. And then there is also the guest farm. It is 3.5 kilometers plus the 28 kilometers that we are given. So what is happening is we are calculating the total distance based, adding the total distance, the 28 kilometers plus 18 kilometers. We are saying plus 18 kilometers plus 3.5 kilometers, which is for them to get to the Latinberg guest house. So now that is how this is given, as to say the map is just an extract that is given there, which actually showing the Latinberg, Rustenburg, and also the guest farm that is given there. So we are adding the total distance for us to get this calculation or this question, what is being asked here. So it is going to say this is going to be our 28 kilometers plus 18 kilometers that we said you turn there, plus also the 3.5 kilometers, which we say when you add this one, it gives you 49.5 kilometers. It gives you 49.5 kilometers. That is calculating the distance from Machintoff to the guest farm is 49.5 kilometers. And then write down the name of the toll plaza along N4 on the map. The toll plaza along N4 on the map. Write down the name of the toll plaza along N4 on the map. We just go on the map, and then we go to N4, the toll plaza that is on the map. We are saying along the toll plaza that is N4. You see here it is given that we have got, we are saying the toll plaza. It is shown also that Machintoff has got the toll plaza, which is actually to say This map is given as an extract of this. This is an extract of what we have there. So Toll Plaza is found N4. We found it in Machington. Toll Plaza, there it is given. So you just go and see that along N4, N4 Toll Plaza is found on at Machington. Which is actually given to say that it is Machuntofu. That is the Toll Plaza that we have. And then write down the two provincial roads they will be traveling on to the guest. They'll be traveling on to get to the guest farm. The provincial road that they'll be traveling on to get to the guest farm. So for them to get to the guest farm, which provincial roads are they going to use? The provincial roads that they are going to use, we are saying these are to get to the farm. We are given that we are seeing that to get to the farm there is R39, which is given here. R39 is the one. We also have as we look here, we also have Latinberg, which also gives us R36, which is 2. So what we are saying is that there is R39, R36 and R539. R539 and R36. In this case, what is happening is you are actually taking the map. You see the good thing of this map, it shows you an extract which is actually showing the map as an enlargement, which can actually show it clearer or better than the way it is on the original map. So you see that to go to the guest house, to the guest farm, those are the two roads which are actually indicated. The farm owner has 4 houses that he uses to accommodate guests. And the plan for one of the houses is shown in Annexure C. The plan in one of the houses is shown in Annexure C in the answer book. I use the plan shown in that to answer the questions. So the first question is saying write down the number of windows shown on the northern side of the house. So what is happening, class, here is that you don't have to worry so much. You just go to the annexure and then you check on the northern side how many windows are there. Annexure C, the number of windows that are shown on the northern side are the house plan at guest farm. So we are saying the number of windows that are shown, which are shown on the north. So if you can look here, we are saying windows which are shown on the north. We can say that this is the bedroom. We have got how many windows? As you can see, we have got we have 1, 2, 3. I'm saying we have got 3 windows that are shown there. We have got 3 windows that are shown in the north on the plan there. There are 3 windows that we can see. We have got 3 windows. There are 3 windows there. And then one of the guests claimed that both bedrooms would receive sun in the morning. Is this claim true or false? to say both rooms can receive sun, they would receive sun in the morning, both bedrooms. So we are just supposed to look at on the scale again on the map, and then we check if they can receive both bedrooms. We have got bedroom one, and also we have got bedroom two. As you can see, we are saying in the morning, the sunlight can actually not enter in a room, in bedroom two. As you can see that there are no windows that are there. We don't have windows that can supply sunlight in bedroom two. Bedroom two in the morning cannot receive sunlight. As sunlight is coming, it cannot enter through the direction that we don't have any sunlight that can enter in bedroom two. So the claim is not correct. The claim is incorrect that both rooms would have sunlight in the morning. It is false. It is false. And then use the actual length shown on the map to determine the scale of the plan in the format 1:2 and round your answer to the nearest whole number. So actual length, use the actual length shown on the map to determine the scale. We want to determine the scale, which is we can answer that. So what we need to do, what happens there is that we are to look at the map, and then we go to the map to these annexures again. We are saying we have to use this and then calculate. We need to calculate the question is saying we need to calculate the actual length of these. So as you can see, this is our house plan at the guest. So now what you do again here is that we need to see the measured length, and then we now work it with saying the actual length. We are given that this length is 11.5 meters. We are given that this is 11.5 meters, as you can see there. And then what happens is that 11.5 meters. So we are saying if we measure that, so what happens is that we are supposed to see and find out that what is it in measured length. How big is it if you measure it, this one? So you take your ruler, you measure that, and then you equate it to the actual length, which is according to the actual length is 11.5 meters. This is the actual length. The actual length there. So we measure also the distance, and we see that how much is it in millimeters. So if you measure this one, you can see that when you measure it, it can give you a distance of that you measure it, it gives you a distance of 125 millimeters. So we equate it to the original scale to say that the actual length shown on the map to determine the scale of the plan in the format 1:2. So what we have is that we are saying we have got 120, the measured length that we have is 125 millimeters that is measured is equals to 11.5 meters, which is the actual length that we have. I'm sure that you remember. So now, what we are saying is that we need to convert these millimeters to meters by this 125 into meters. It is gonna be 125 into meters. 125 is equals to 0, it will give us this is gonna give us 0,125 meters. So now, if that is the case, so now we are saying this is equals to 0,125 s to 0,125 s to 11.5 meters. This is all in meters now. 0,125 meters s to 0,125 meters s to 0,125 meters s to 11 meters. So it is supposed to be in a format of reduced form, which we are going to divide. We are going to divide both sides by 0,125 over 0,125 s to 11,5 over 0,125. You understand? You divide this like that, and then when you divide, that will give you, obviously, if you divide this one, cancel there, it will give you 1, and then you divide 0,125 into 11,5. That would give you, we are saying your answer to the nearest whole number. You cancel, you divide this into 11,5 to the nearest whole number. It gives you 9.2. It gives you 9.2. It gives you 9,2, which is the format through which that is calculated. Don't forget, I was saying this is millimeters. 1.5 millimeters is equal to 0,125 meters. And then we are saying that plan states that this is an open plan design. Explain why she is correct. An open plan, if you look on there, open plan meaning to say that there are no partitions that are inside the building in terms of certain rooms. So it is an open plan. As you can see, we are saying that if you look here, the rooms, besides we have got our kitchen and so forth, there are no partitionings that are there. So it shows that there is no wall between the kitchen and also the living lounge, which is the sitting room. There is no wall that separates. We don't have a wall that is separating the lounge and the kitchen. They are not separated. Lounge and kitchen is not separated. So it's an open plan. If lounge and kitchen are not separated, therefore, we have got to say if there was a wall that can separate here, then we can say it's a closed plan. But now we don't have that. It means that it's an open plan. The lounge and kitchen are not separated. The lounge and kitchen have no wall separating them. There is no wall that separates the lounge and the kitchen. Hence, it is an open plan. And then possible elevation plans for the house are also shown in Annexure C in the answer book. Explain the term elevation plan. Elevation plan, it shows the side views of the outside of the building. Elevation plans shows the side, it shows the side views, which we say of the outside walls of the building. Of the side views of the outside walls of the building, they are shown through the elevation plan. So now elevations are indicated using letters A and B. Write down the elevation for letter A. Elevations are, we are saying elevations are indicated using letters A and B. Write down the elevation of letter A. The elevation of letter A, we just want to go to the plan again. The elevations are marked through letter A and B. Write down the elevation of letter A. So we are saying elevation plans, it is actually showing us the side views of the outside walls of the building, the side views of the outside walls of the building. So the elevation of A, it is actually which we say that the elevation of A, if we look at this, we say that this can show us, A can show us it shows us this can be the south side, as to say it shows us it shows us the south elevation. This shows us the south elevation. We are saying the side, the outside walls, the side views of the outside walls. This A is showing us it is showing us, as you can see, here is the garage which we see here. This is the garage there. And then we also have this outside wall which has got the sliding gate, which is shown here. And then obviously from there we have got this wall that turns there, and then it goes there, and then it goes. So what is showing here is that this is elevation A. This whole thing is showing elevation A, which is the south elevation. And then obviously as we look there, we see B would show also the upper part. So A is directed because also of the position of the garage and also the sliding gate that we are seeing, or the veranda that is also on the other side there. Therefore, A is showing the south elevation. That is south elevation that we can see. And then question 3 that we are given here again. Question 3 we are given here, which actually shows that Maureen, the owner of Quay's Guest House, installed an electric geyser to save electricity. The horizontal electric geyser is shown in the picture, electric hot geyser cylinder that is shown here. The upper part of including the lid, and also we have got it is 1325 millimeters. So now all the dimensions shown are outer measurements. The steel used to make the cylinder is 4 millimeters all round and bottom, but not on the upper part. One cubic meter is close to 1000 liters. The geyser cylinder can only be filled up to 90% of its capacity. So we are saying it can be filled up to 90%, 98% of its capacity. So the question is saying, the question first is saying, complete the sentence below. Dash is an instrument used to measure the temperature of water. Temperature is measured by a thermometer. When we measure temperature, temperature is measured by a thermometer. Thermometer is used to measure temperature. Thermometer is used to measure temperature. It can be temperature of water, but as long as we are measuring temperature, temperature is measured by a thermometer. And then the diameter of the cylinder, including the steel used to make it is 440. And then calculate the inner diameter of the cylinder. So in this case, what we are given is that we are saying including the diameter of the cylinder, including the steel used to make it is 440. Calculate the inner diameter of the cylinder. So what we are saying is that the inner diameter of the cylinder is equal to say that we are given that the steel used to make the cylinder is 4 millimeters. So the millimeters, we are saying the steel which was used is 4 millimeters, but then including including the steel, it is 440. So this must be understood that we must say 440 minus the 4 times 4, which is right around the cylinder. So which is equals to say this is equals to 440 millimeters minus the size of the steel used to make it, which is minus 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters, which is times 2. 4 millimeters times 2, which is because to say that we are saying right round it is 4 millimeters. So which we can say that this is gonna be saying 440 minus 30, which is actually saying 440 millimeters minus we say minus 440 minus this. Let me just, for the interest of space, as you can see, we are just saying 440 minus 4 times 2, which you must understand to say you simplify, that is equals to, it's gonna give you 432 millimeters. I hope you are understanding to say we are saying 440 is including the steel, but it is given that the size of the steel is 4 millimeters. So we must calculate the inner diameter of the cylinder alone. We need only the inner diameter of the cylinder to say, as it is like this, we want the diameter from here to there without including the steel. So we subtract the size of the steel. We subtract the size of the steel, which we subtracted the 4 millimeters, which is inner side, the size of the thing, of the cylinder. Therefore, we get 440 minus 4 times 2, which gives you 432 millimeters. And then one of the top employees at the guest house filled the cylinder up to 180 liters and claimed it was full as per the requirements. Show through calculations whether the claim is correct. So volume of the cylinder is that one. So what we are saying is that in terms of this, we need to understand that this, in order for us to calculate this one, it would need us to just show enough spacing. So we are just going to calculate the volume of the cylinder as to say pi times r squared times height. Pi times r squared times height. Then we can calculate the volume of the cylinder in this case. Pi times r squared times pi times r squared. So we need to calculate the diameter. We need to get the diameter of the cylinder first. Diameter of the cylinder, we are saying this is equals to we have calculated that it is 432, that we have calculated now 432 millimeters that we calculated just now. And then that we need to calculate that and then give it to say convert to meters. Converting to meters, which we say that it's gonna be equals to divided by 1000, which gonna give you 0.432 meters. That's the diameter. And then what happens is that we need the height also. We need the height as the height, and for the height, in order for us to calculate the height, we need to understand that this container, it is actually it is given that it is 1300. It is given that the height is given here class, which is excluding the bottom and the circular part of the cylinder. We are calculating only that, which is supposed to say, we say that it is 1000, which is equals to 1325 minus, we say that it is minus the 4 millimeters, which is also in the, which is gonna give us to say, when we subtract that, it will give us minus 4. It gives us 1321 millimeters. We are talking about the height here, 1321 millimeters, which we should also convert to meters. Convert to meters, we divide by 1000. We say that is 1321 over 1000. It will give you directly, obviously, you give 1000 into 1000 something. Here it goes 1. Obviously, the rest is gonna be 0.23321 meters. 0.321 meters. That is the height there, which is our height. And then remember to say that we have got the height, and now we need to calculate the radius. The radius. So what happened is that in terms of this diameter, we said radius is equals to d divided by 2 to get diameter. We are saying, to get radius, we divide diameter by 2. So our radius is equals to, we say that this is equals to 0.3. We said our diameter is 0.432, 0.432, which is our diameter divided by 2. That is gonna give us, that is equals to, we divide by 2 the diameter also in order to get R. So we divide by 2, it's gonna give you 0.216. R is equals to 0.216. So what is technical here, class, is that you need to first of all calculate the various dimensions that are supposed to be used in your formula there. So now we have got the diameter, we have the radius now. Our R is equals to 0.21. Our H is equals to 1.32. That is our H here. And then we have also calculated, we said that we have calculated we have also calculated our height. We calculated our diameter, we calculated our radius, we calculated our height. So for now, what is key now is to calculate the volume. So volume, having said this, our volume here now is equals to, we say volume is equals to our volume, which we need to calculate. We said it is pi 3,142 multiplied by R squared, which is multiplied by R squared. Our R is 0.216, 0.216 squared. And then we say that this multiplied by what? Multiplied by height. Our height, we say that we calculated 1.321. That is our height that we calculated there. So we calculate this, which is equals to, that is equals to 3.142, 3.142, 3.142. Sorry, we are saying this gonna give us, when we calculate these numbers, it's gonna give us, we say that this is equals to, put it through your calculator there. And don't forget that all these are now in meters. All these units are in meters. So we can get 0.19364 cubic meters. And then multiply by 1000. We say multiply by 1000, which is equals to, you multiply this by 1000. I'm sure that you remember to say, when you multiply by 1000, this means you just have to move the decimal place 3 places to the right, which is gonna give you 193.659. This is 0.69 liters. And then what happens is, then we are saying the drum must be 98% full. They say that it must be 98% full. That is the claim that is given there in the statement, that for it to be full, it must be 98% full. So this is equals to 98% of this one, 98%, which is 98 over 100 multiplied by 193.659. You multiply that by 98%, which is given there. So if you calculate that, this is gonna give us, I'm saying this gonna give us, to say we're gonna get 189.781 0.78 liters. So what is being claimed here now is that what is being claimed is to say that we need to identify, we say we get 189, we get 189.78. So the claim is saying when it is full, it is 185. The claim is saying if the container is full, is 185 liters. So what we are saying is that as we calculated, one of the employee of the gas filled the container up to 185 and claimed it was full as per requirements. And then what we can say is that it is not true, because the container can be full at full according to calculation. It gave us 189 point. When it is full, it gave us 189.78. That is when it is full. When it is full, it gives us this amount. So now it is not correct. So the claim is invalid. The claim is not correct. The claim is not correct. As you can compare those variations that are there. So class, what is very important quite a lot of times is for you to know how to get these. You need to know the measurements. You need to know the concerns that are within the question for you to be able to get the correct answer. And then tourists from United States of Africa, America, accommodated at the Quez guest house, told Maureen that she could keep the geezer's temperature at 140 degrees Frankfurt to save electricity. Determine the temperature in degrees Celsius, which you may use the formula, this one. So this is a matter of substitution, which we are saying that in this case, this must be calculated as to say that we say F degrees Celsius we say that 0 degrees Frankfurt minus 32 degrees that we have is equals to, we say is equals to, which is 180, 1.80, 1.80, multiplied by our degrees Celsius, which we are saying, which is equals to 140 F 140 degrees F minus 32 I said it's a matter of just substituting what we have here. 140F minus 32 is equals to 1,8 multiplied by our degrees Celsius. When you calculate this 140 minus 32, we get 1,080. 1,080 is equals to 1,8 multiplied by our degrees Celsius, which of course we divide by 1,8 both sides, divides by 1,8, divide by 1,8. When we divide by 1,8 both sides, this one and that one cancels this one into 30. It therefore gives us to say we get 60 degrees Celsius is close to, I'm saying we get our 60 degrees Celsius, which of course is our, that will give us 60 degrees Celsius, which we can get on this substitution. So the question is all about substituting. To say 140, where there is 0, we give 140 and then we minus 32 and we say it is equals to this one that we are given there. So it flows and comes to a point where you see that it gives you the formula coming out as that. So we are also given that as for humans, maintaining a healthy weight for our pets is crucial and leads to happy and active lives. The body mass index can be used to determine the cat's weight status. The cat's weight status can be calculated by the body mass, which we are given here. So below is the cat's mass index status and relevant in formula for calculation. Underweight, normal weight, overweight, and obese. These are the weight expressions that are given here. So formula, body mass index of a cat is equal to circumference over 0,646 minus leg length over that minus leg length. Note circumference is equal to rib cage circumference of a cat. All measurements are in centimeters. That is what is given here. So the first question is explain the term circumference using the context given. In this case, circumference is the total length around the rib cage of the cat, as it is given that circumference, the rib cage which is given there, total length around the rib cage of the cat. Length around the rib cage of the cat is the circumference which is given already in our we are saying this is what is given there. It is given on in our diagram. And then write down the acronym for the term body mass index. Body mass index, obviously we are saying we just take the first letters of these terms which is body mass index, which is BMI, body mass index. And then Maureen's skirt is a rib cage circumference of, it has got a rib cage circumference of 35.2 centimeter and a leg length of 5.1 centimeter. Calculate the body mass index of a cat and write down the weight status. So in this case, we are saying that body mass index is given to say that we say body mass index of a cat is equal to circumference minus over that one minus leg length over that minus leg length. So it is given that we are just substituting the answers or the formula that we have here to say that body mass index is equals to, we say that is equals to circumference, which is our circumference, which is this one, circumference 35.2 centimeters, which is 35.2 over 35.2, you say over what we are given there already, that is over 0.6466, and then minus leg length. The leg length is 5.1 centimeter, 5.1 over 5.1 over 0.9156 over 0.9156 minus leg length minus 5.1. It's a matter of substituting the values that we have from the formula and saying it is given that the body mass index of a cat, we are using this formula class. That is the formula that we are using. So we are just substituting the values into the formula that we are given there. The circumference is what we don't have, which is given here now. And then the length of the leg is also this one, which you can see is also substitution into the formula that we have. The denominators here are already given on the formula. So when we calculate, when we put this there, you can put these answers there, which we are saying that write down the way its weight status. So we give this put them through your calculator. If you put them through your calculator, that is equals to we say this is equals to, it's 54.43 minus 5.57 minus 5.1, which is equals to, you put these ones, this would give you, which is equals to 43.77. 43.77, which we are saying, when you look at that, we now go to say that 43.77, what does it mean according to the CAT categories that we are given there? We are looking on the weight status. Weight status is this one. As we have 43.77, where does it fall? It falls on this category. 43,77 falls on 42 and above, which is obese. The cat, the weight status, the cat is obese. That is what we are given there. Suggest one way for Maureen to help a cat achieve and maintain a healthy normal weight. In order for the cat not to be obese, actually, she must also she must take the cat for some walks. The cat for take the cat for some walks. Actually, that is exercising. Reduce also the food intake or reduce food supply, reduce the amount of food. We are saying that is actually reducing food intake or food feeding. You can also give the cat healthy food. Give the cat some health. Give the cat some healthy food too. It can also help to ensure that the cat is doing well. Healthy feeding, healthy diet, which has got less of protein and fatty. Give the cat some healthy food too. And also reducing the amount of food and taking the cat for some walk. So our next question is saying, we are given this one. Our next question, we are given this one, which actually shows table tennis, table with all the measurements, table tennis with all the measurements that are given there. And then the net stretches 0,153 meters beyond the table's width on both sides. That is the net stretch. And then there is our questions. First question is saying, calculate in meters the perimeter of the table tennis. Perimeter is equal to 2 times length plus width. So which is equals to our perimeter. We are saying 2 times length, our length plus width. So our length, we need to see that our length is given to say that it's gonna be, this is 2, the width is of the table is from here, length is from there to there. That makes the length, which is equals to 2,74 meters. And the width, obviously, which is also given, is from here up to here, which is also giving us this as what is our width. So what we have is that this is equals to, we say that perimeter is equals to, this is equals to 2 length, our length, this one, 2,74, plus our width, which is this one, 1,525, 1,525 multiplied by 2, we add and multiply by 2, and then that would be equals to this would give us we add this times 2, it will give us 8.53. That is 8.53 meters. 8.53 meters is the perimeter. And then determine the total length of the net. Total length of the net, it is given that the net stretches 0.15 meters beyond the table's width on both sides. So what is happening is that the total length of the net, we are saying both sides we add 0.153 of the width. From the width that we have, we add we are saying we add the what we have got. We need to understand that it has got 0.153, which is beyond the table's width on both sides. So the total length of the net, which is equals to, we say that that is equals to total length of the net is equals to, this is equals to 0.153, which we are given this one, 0.153. We said both sides, therefore multiply by 2. 0.153 times 2 plus the initial width of the length, the initial width of this net, which was 1,525. I'm saying it stretches more beyond the width of the table both sides by this. So we need to add this one to our previous measurement that we have. So that would give us to say that we add this times 2, which will give us, when we add this is equals to, that would give us 0.306 meters plus 1,525 meters. And then, as you can see, we add this, that would give us 1,831. Is the total length of the net. That is the total length of the net that we can see there. Then saying write down the ratio of the height of the table tennis. The ratio of the height of the table tennis table to the height of the net. We are saying ratio of the height of the table tennis, height of the table tennis table as to the height of the net. So what is needed here is that the height of the table tennis table, height of the table tennis table, it is given that from ground it equals to 0.76 is the height of table. So that is the height of the table, and then it is said to the height, we write it to the height of the what? To the table, the height of the table, tennis table, to the height of the net. So height of the net, which is given that the net is actually given that it is 0.153, which is this one. So we are saying this is equals to 0.76 as to 0.15 as to 0.153. That is what we have there in terms of that, which we are saying it must be as a ratio of that. So, which we can divide, of course, which we divide in the ratio. We are just simplifying this ratio to say it will come in there to say this would be divided by 0.76 both sides, which will give you 1 as 2 into that one. It gives you 0.2 and then 0.201. What you need to understand is that you are simplifying the ratio that we have by dividing both sides by 0.76. Both sides must be divided by 0.76, and then you get your answer there, which will give you ratio of 1 as to something by dividing by 0.76 both sides. The height of the table tennis must be reduced by 100 millimeters for boys aged 7 to 8 to be able to play table tennis. Calculate the new table height in meters. So what is happening here is that the height must be reduced. So what we are saying is that the height of the table, which we calculated first there, we say the height of the table is 0.76 meters. That is the height which we gave before to say the height of the table is 0.76 that we have given before there. So what we are saying is that in terms of this, we need to know that height of the table, normal height of the table is 0.76 meters. So we are saying we are saying it must be reduced by 100 millimeters. So we should convert to millimeters. We must convert to millimeters, 0.76 meters to millimeters, which when we convert that, we are saying we are multiplying by 1,000. So we multiply by what? Multiply by 1,000, which is going to give you that you get 760 millimeters. 760 millimeters minus the size that is going to be reduced, minus 100 millimeters. We subtract 100 millimeters. That is gonna give you, to say it's gonna give you 660. Calculate the new table height, 600. We are saying that will give you 660 millimeters. So what is technical here is just to know that the normal height of the table which we are given there is our height which we are given. We say that that is our height 0.76. So we convert 0.76 to what? To millimeters, which you say multiply by 1000, which gives you 760 millimeters. So 760 millimeters minus 100 millimeters minus 100 millimeters, it gives you 660 mm. That is where the calculation is coming from in terms of the new height of the table. So you are just looking at it and then consider the height of the table which you are given there, and then you get your answer. The table below shows the number of boys and girls from one school participating in the table tennis competition, and then calculate how many more boys players than girls players participated in the competition. So in this case, it is just like looking at boys, how many boys how many boys participated, number of boys participated in the competition. We say number of boys participated. So the table which we are given here, it shows the number of boys and girls from one school participating in a table tennis. So what we are saying is how many of them, number of boys is equals to 4 plus 5 plus 3, which is equals to 12. That is boys. And then we say number of girls, which is equals to 3 plus 2 plus 4, which is equals to, we are saying that is equals to this 6 plus 3, which is equals to 9. So the question is equals to 12 minus 9, which is going to give you 3. That is what you just basically need to see, to say you are looking at the total of boys and girls, and then more players which were boys, how many more boys players than girls players participated. So 12 minus 9, we get 3. And then determine the probability as a decimal number of randomly selecting a grade 9B girl who participated in the competition. Grade 9B girl who participated in the competition. So we are saying this is grade 9B girl. Grade 9B girl is this one. We have got grade 9B girl, there are 2. So grade 9B girl who participated in the competition. So we're saying that percentage, probability is equal to chance factor over total outcomes, which is equal to 2 over the number of girls in grade B, 5B. We are saying there are 2 over 9 plus over total outcomes, which is 9 plus what? 9 plus 12, which is equal to 2 over 21. Calculate as a decimal number. So we are just dividing, which is equals to 2 over 21 as a decimal. You just see that you divide by 21, 0, it gives you 0.0952. 38, which we can say that we normally give to 3, which we can say is equal to 0.095. It's an outcome that we can say of choosing a girl in that case. So we are given that the company that manufactures it is given that the company that manufactures balls to play table tennis uses the containers below for packaging them for delivery. They are using the containers here for packaging for delivery. 9.5 in, and then we are given that diameter is equal to 5 inch, and then not these measurements are in inch, which is why you see 2 in there is representing inch. So the question that we have is saying we are given that determine with calculations which containers is the biggest volume. Which containers has got the biggest volume, determine with calculations which container is the biggest volume. So we are saying volume is equals to length times width times height. So we can calculate these volumes. Let's say volume is equals to, so container 1, volume of container 1 is equals to, we are saying is equals to, this is equals to 3.5 times 2 meters times 2 inch, sorry, times also 9.5 multiplied by 9.5. We are just taking the measurements which are there. These are the measurements which are given there. So that can give us, which is equals to 6.5 cubic inches. And then which we say also container 2 is equals to this one. It's a cylinder which we say pi r squared h, which is pi r squared h. Our pi is 3.142. We say multiply by pi r squared h multiplied by our diameter of the container is equals to its diameter pi r squared h. So we are saying our this one, our radius, which is equals to multiplied by our diameter, is this one, which is equals to 5 divided by 2 multiplied by 2.5 multiplied by 2.5. multiply by 2.5 squared, multiply by height 9.5, multiply that, multiply those figures also there. So it's a matter of putting this one, and then if you put it through a calculator, it gives you the value and compare. That is what is just going to happen there. Check the value, which one is bigger, this one or that one. The one with the biggest volume is the one that can also has got the is the one that actually can have a biggest volume. Compare the volumes. It is said that show that the surface area of container 2 is this much. You may use the formula which is given there. So the surface area of that one, which is given there, is also a matter of substitution, which we are working with this one, which is equals to, we say that surface area is equals to 2 multiplied by pi, which is 3,142, multiplied by radius 2,5, squared, plus we are saying this surface area is equals to radius height multiplied by height 9.5. Our height is 9.5 that we saw there, and then plus pi 3,142 times 2.5 squared. That is what we are just substituting. That is what you are just doing in this regard, which is equals to, you calculate this, it can give you 149.245 plus, we are adding plus this, you add this plus this can give you 19.6375, which you can give, which is equals to 168.8825 square inch. Then you get your answer. So this one is a matter of substituting the formula failure or the values into the figures that, putting the figures into the formula, which you can take, you take this part alone, which you can see it is this part, which you can see it is this part that we have taken, and then you take also pi r squared, which is this one, and then you add those, you simplify them, they will give you the final, they will give you the right answer. which actually matches in there, which is actually correct. So there you go. And then the dimension of the table tennis are given in the picture. Not 1 inch is equals to 25.4 millimeters. So the first question is saying, convert the diameter of the ball to inches, round your answer to 2 decimal places. So 1 inch is equals to 25.4 millimeters, which is given there. So what about, in this case, convert the diameter of the ball to inches? Our ball, which we are given that the balls, we are told to say converting. We need to convert the diameter of the ball to inches, round your answer to 2 decimal places. So the dimensions of the table tennis balls are given, which is that we are given that the ball is 40 millimeters, which is given there. So what is happening is that in this case, 1 inch is equals to 25.4 millimeters. So what about 40 millimeters? 40 millimeters is equals to how many inch? Which we can say this is equals to simple proportion, which is equals to, say that we can say 40 millimeters over 25.4. Over 25.4, which is gonna give us 1.57, which we can say this is equal to 1.57 inch. The last one, the command manager claimed that container 1 will load more balls than container 2. Verify, show your working whether this statement is correct. In this case, what is happening is that in this one, what you just need to do is that you need to just say you are calculating the height, the width of these, to say height is given that height of the container is given that our container height is given there that it is 9.5, which we are saying that is the height given there, 9.5 meters is equals to 9.5, and then we say 9.5 divided by we are saying we divide by our answer, which we say that the diameter of the ball, which is 1.57 divided by 1.57 divided by 1.57, this is gonna give us it's gonna give us 6.050955. And then we also need to calculate the width. This is container 1. So the width also is equals to our width of container 1 is given that it is 2 meters, 2 inch is 2 inch divided by 1,57, which we can also divide by 1,57, give us 2,7. And then we have the length, which is equals to, it is given that is 3,5, as we have seen there, divided by 1,57, which is gonna give us also 2.22, which is equals to 2. So what we do is number of balls that can be we say number of balls container 1 is equals to this one plus this one plus that one. 6 plus 1 plus 2, which is equals to 9. 9 balls, that is container 1. That is container 1. And then container 2, we have got to say the height is the same, I guess. Height equals to container height equals to container 1, which is equals to 6, the same height there. And then we are saying diameter. The diameter of this one, it is given that the diameter is 5, which is also given there that the container's diameter is 5 inch. So we divide also, which is equal to 5 over 1,157. And then that is equals to 3. That is equals to 3. And then therefore we can say that number that can be picked total number total number to be pegged is equals to we have got we are saying height is 6, diameter is 3, which is equals to 6 times 3, which is equals to 18. This is 18 balls. And then that is container 2 has got 18 balls. Container 1 has got 9 balls. So what is the company manager claimed container 1 will hold more balls than container 2. So it is not correct. Container 1 does not hold more balls than container 2. Container 1. So the statement is not valid. More balls are in container 2 More balls are in container 2, which we have got 18, than 9, which we have got in container 1. So that is, the statement is not valid. So class, I hope that you can see this, and that is how it goes. You need just to calculate and understand the shapes, and therefore we are talking about the packaging of material inside a container, which you need to understand how do we calculate the total volume that each container can contain. So question last, this one. This one I'm gonna just show you. I'm gonna just show you here for interest of revision. Country surrounded by South Africa. This country has an area of 30,355 square kilometers with a series of foothills and plateaus fronting mountains. That is what is given, which is the Lesotho, Drakensberg Mountains, and all those. Write down the name of the country surrounded there. It is given there that it's Lesotho, and also calculate the area of the districts round off to the what. This is just to say that the country, we can see that I said you can see that that is the country surrounded Maseru, and it is given there, it's Lesotho. And then Maseru is one of the largest districts, which covers 14.1% of the entire country's total country's area. The area, this district, calculate the area of this district. So we just say 14.1% of the total area. 14.1 of total area is equals to Maseru, which is equal to 14.1 over 100 multiplied by the total area, which is 30,000 something, which is given there, 30,355 multiplied by 30,355 over 1. And then if you calculate this, 14% of 30,355, that would give you 4280.055, which is gonna give you 4280 square kilometers. Write down the name of the scale used to draw the map and give one advantage of this. The scale that was used to draw the map, as you can see here, we are having a bar scale. This is called a bar scale. This one is a bar scale. This is a bar scale that is there. And then if you can say what the advantage is that when the map enlarges or reduces, the scale also respond. The scale responds to we are saying it responds to the changes on the map. It is to adjust according to changes on the map. And then total population of Lesotho is this much. Write down this number in words. This is 2,125,268. 2 million. This is 2,125,000. 125,000 168. 268. That is this number. 2,125,268. Write down the general direction from this one. This is from the direction of this from. So we are saying, as you are standing at this from there, what is the direction? That is what they are saying. Back to Piteng. We have to look at this one. Piteng is this one. The direction of this one. We are saying the direction of these 2 points. So what is happening is that the direction of this, write down the direction of this one from there. So we are saying as of this one from there. So as we come from here, we are taking which direction? I'm sure you know that we have got, of course, our compass point, which we say north, east, south, west. So as we are moving from there, coming this direction, we are taking a southeast. That is a southeast direction. That is southeast. Southeast. And then you see. You also have this one. We also have worked also severally these ones just for your interest of revision. Just work on them, check and complete them on so that you can have a comprehensive revision on this part, which I think it is quite simple based compared to what we have already calculated now. Calculate the average speed. Speed is equals to I said calculate the average speed. So speed is equals to distance over time. Distance over time, you calculate speed there. Total payment, calculate original amount paid before discount. That is easy. So I'm saying we have got this one, which of course you can, what is the abbreviation AM means in the morning, and also determine their time of arrival on the second day. Is a matter of calculating, adding the times that are spent on the road. So classy, I thank you so much for your time and all the best. Let's